Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Johnny told me I'm my happiest when I'm performing. But sometimes Cash gets into trouble.
That one-of-a-kind voice we all know. He graced the Grand Ole Opry and sold out arenas across the country. Now featured in this new documentary shedding light on the Man in Black. For more on this and the inspiring true story hitting theaters this weekend is someone very close to that country music legend, his sister, Joanne Cash. Joanne, thank you so much for being on with us today. Let's start out by talking about this documentary, Johnny Cash, The Redemption of an American Icon, coming out this weekend. It features never-before conversations that you actually held with your brother, and from my understanding, they do get personal. What can we expect from this?
I've seen many documentaries in my life, and they even made one on me, which is okay. But this documentary about Johnny's life is an absolute truth. They found a reel-to-reel tape of Johnny telling his own life story. So the voice you hear of this story is Johnny's voice himself.
Wow.
And it is the truth. There's been many documentaries, there's been many stories told over the decades about my brother, Johnny Cash. But this one is from his own mouth. And I was there when it happened, so I guess I ought to know. It sounds like a song to me. That was one of his songs. It's the best documentary I have ever seen. And I'm very, very thankful and proud to be a part of this truth. And I encourage everybody, especially those that are in addiction, are thinking about going to an addiction, to see this film first. It is truly his dream to be a singer, his fall into drugs, and his absolute redemption ending up with the evangelist Billy Graham.
Wow. I'm so pleased to hear that you love the documentary so much. Let's talk a little bit about that very big part of your brother's story, which is that cycle of depression and drug addiction. Fame is hard. It's really hard to navigate. We've seen it with these huge name singers like Elvis as well, and especially one performing at the Grand Ole Opry and inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Just a lot of pressure. What do you think helped guide him through this difficult down part in his career?
Well, his absolute faith in God. Johnny was a very strong Christian, and in his downfall in the cave, Nickajack Cave in the Chattanooga area, Chattanooga, Tennessee area, was his turning point. He was crawled in that cave to die. He thought his life was over. He thought his career was over. And he was in the cave, crawled back in the cave, till literally he wanted to die. He thought everything was lost. He thought everything was over. And he said some sort of a light spoke to him and said, "What are you doing here?"
Wow.
"I will help you find the way, not only out of this cave, but the way to life."
Wow.
God gives abundant life, not death. And Johnny had a whole lot more to do in this life.
Wow, that's such an amazing story. I can't wait to watch it and hear all these other revelations come about from his life. It does seem that a huge theme and light in his life was his connection to his faith. Do you think that his upbringing in Christianity helped to shape him, and that when he was at his darkest place, that's what got him out?
Yes, I do, because when Johnny was 17 years old, we were still on the farm in Dias, Arkansas, and I was 6 years old. And I remember standing in the kitchen, and Johnny was standing outside the kitchen window, and young men's voices change when they go into puberty and that time of life. And his voice all of a sudden was low. And my mother said, "What is that?" And I said, "That's Johnny." And she called him into the kitchen and she said, "Son, was that you?" He said, "Yes, Mama, I'm going to be a singer."
Wow. That's
Put his hand on his forehead and said, "God has a call on your life to sing,
wow.
and you will sing, and you will be famous."
That
And
is incredible.
The rest is history. So it was his faith that carried him not only through the hard times.
Joanne, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing these wonderful memories of your brother. We really appreciate you coming on the show.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.